What is going on, my guys? It is me. We are back once again. It has been a very long time. I think like almost 5 months since I've had an upload here. Just not like a ton of excuses. Been busy with work, kind of not loving the game, all that sort of thing. You probably have seen that from like a lot of other ARK YouTubers, not really posting as much, but we are back. I just finished a fantastic season of ARK. I'm excited to upload. We're gonna push out a few old clips and seasons here we did a while ago, and then we'll catch up to the new stuff, but I'm excited to be back. Really quick, here are some codes for you guys. Wildcard was kind enough to send me these, so they're all for Steam. We have the Astra Eos DLC, and then the animated costume packs and the Power Ranger DLC codes. So go ahead and put those in. First come, first serve on those. Just a thank you to you guys for supporting me over my long absence. But I'm pretty excited to be getting back into ARK. Still a game I enjoy after all this time. I had a lot of fun playing ARK Ascended on this last solo season that I did. It turned out really well, and I'm excited to get into that. But just so we kind of get some background to this is me playing on small tribes in like a duo tribe, and I'm excited. Let's get into the video. Alrighty boys, so we're out here trying to get enough materials for a boss. I joined up with a guy. I don't actually really know him that well. He just messaged me on Discord, was like, hey, I have a solo base on small tribes if you're interested in playing. And I had some free time, so I was like, you know what, I'll give a shot here. I haven't really played a ton of like official small tribes on ARK Ascended. Most of it has been like on ARK, except for like when the game first came out. But yeah, we're just gonna be running around small tribes for a little bit, kind of testing out the game. I really am not that good at it anymore. I used to be really good back on ARK Survival Evolved, but things have changed a lot here on ARK Ascended, so I'm excited to get into this new game. Okay, so we're just farming the rest of these tributes. We do need element in this base. I'll show you guys the base and kind of everything we're working with here. Not really sure where we're gonna go with like this little season of small tribes. Just gonna be trying to figure things out and maybe find some good bases to raid, that sort of thing. Alright boys. Yikes, so we're doing a boss here. If you guys didn't know, I haven't really played like all that much ARK Ascended, so I don't even have like these boss engrams. So I'm excited to be able to crack out like the alpha monkey and the alpha. I think I actually do have the alpha broodmother engrams, but I do not have the alpha monkey. Plus, this will give us a bit of element for our really OP rat hole base that we're in. I'll have to show you guys that later on. Alright, there we go, dude. Monkey down. Ton of engrams there. Alright, and there is the broodmother defeated. I already did that one. It's crazy how fast we killed that thing. 2 minutes. Just with some... These Rexes are like pretty mutated, I think, so they're pretty decent. But yeah, that boss is real easy. Oh yeah, and this is the other thing, is I really haven't played ARK Ascended. I keep saying that, but like, I've never done a boss from a transmitter. That was not a thing in ARK Survival Evolved, so that's super nice being able to... You can just do bosses straight from your base, which is kind of broken, honestly, but, you know. I'm excited to show you guys the base here. Pretty insane lava rat hole. I've never really seen this before, but we have a pretty nice base in here. No thanks to me. I just joined up with this guy, and he already had the whole thing built. Okay, we're gonna get a little bit of milk here. I would like to get a few of my own imprinted dinos. So we're gonna start off with some wyverns. Dude, this is a male wyvern. That's how long it's been. I didn't even realize. I was like, oh, I'll just knock out a wyvern. That's a male. Obviously, only the females have milk. Alright, I gotta get on my game here, dude. It's been so long I've forgotten a bit about the game here. Alright, so we got 2 female lightning wyverns. Not my favorite wyvern to knock out, but I guess it's easier than the poison wyvern. So we'll just shoot these things down. I'm thinking for the plan, I'll raise up a few dinos. We'll have to get to scouting and kind of see what kind of bases are out there. Nice free milk. There we go. Get some XP up in here. Alright boys, so we're back at our base. I made a barrel. This is something that is really good that I've seen. You could put all kinds of things in here and make it last a lot longer, especially wyvern milk, because it spoils so fast. Let's feed a couple of these. First of all, I think two is probably the maximum they're going to eat here. Okay, that should be good. Alright, so we'll put this stuff away. I'll kind of show you guys around the base now. Alright boys, so here is the base. We're gonna kind of show you. This is a really like tall base, so there's multiple floors that we have things on here. This is our wyvern raising up. We ran out of milk and I don't really feel like getting more milk, so we're just doing like the heal method where if once this thing gets low from starving, I just heal it up and then it'll finish soon enough. It's already 86%. Okay, and this is like a crafting area. We got a bunch of deadies here, all sorts of materials, the replicator. So we even have like a crops area. We can grow all sorts of stuff for cakes and vegetables, berries for our berry dinos. Let's go to the war room. Alright, so war room. We got all sorts of cryo fridges, vaults here, and then you can see that this is all like kind of like a skyscraper. We got crafting room on top of this. And all sorts of stuff in here. This guy's been grinding. He's got a bunch of flak, pretty high dura. Then we even have like all sorts of weapons, so excited about that. We're gonna have to go try to get into some PvP and some raids here. Okay, so this is the entrance. Probably if you know small tribes, you're familiar with this. This is completely broken spot. It'll probably get patched at some point soon. It's in the lava cave. So you're probably wondering, why do you have that many turrets? But this is why. So you have to swim through this lava for probably like 10 seconds to get into this spot, which lava does a lot of damage to players. So you're probably not going to be able to make it unless you have full health pumped or something like that. So yeah, there's the entrance to our cave. Go right through this little crack. And this is the only way in. And it leads straight up to where we are. So pretty good spot. I think people know about this base on our server and they've like tried to attack it a few times, but there's really not a whole lot you can do from the outside here without some serious dedication. So yeah, that is our base spot. Pretty good. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, I just spawned in and died instantly. They must have turrets on the spawn there. Why is it spawning me next to turrets? I should have honestly spawned in a different one. I kind of felt like that was gonna happen, but I had to try. Alright, boys, so I've spawned in 4 different times on this map, and I've died every time. I have an 8-minute timer right now. Okay, I finally got some spawn that isn't covered by turrets. You can kind of see these guys have like that whole area spammed there during the where the spawn is, and I'm betting these guys have all of the charge nodes kind of blocked off with turrets, which is a bummer. I really wish that Wildcard would implement a system where if there's like structures, enemy structures by a spawn, it doesn't spawn you there. I feel like that should be a pretty common sense thing to do. We don't want to be dying right off a spawn here. Yeah, these guys have another turret tower on this other charge node here. We're gonna have trouble getting off this map for sure. Gonna have to look around a ways, I think. Oh, dude, finally, we found a drop. I've been running around the blue zone here for 20 minutes trying to get off this server. Every single charge node was dropped, or was blocked, so finally, dude. Hopefully this thing isn't like on 1 out of 10 and drops. Okay, we're good. Alrighty, boys. So we're spawning over here on Scorched Earth. I found a tiny little raid, just a couple of turrets, but I thought we'd start with something. This is over. It's like the Rockwell Cave on Scorched Earth and all these structures. Drink my focal chili and my enduro. We're gonna see what we can get into here. I couldn't really see super far into this cave, but I know there's just like a couple turrets. So let's look here. Oh gosh. I slipped a little bit here. Should be fine. I mean, I got pretty good armor. Let's go. Okay, I think that's all the turrets, unless there's like some on the roof here somewhere. There's like nothing in here really. It's a vault and a storage box, but you know. Okay, we got some metal structures. Basically nothing in here. Fair enough. In the vault. Pin coded. Is it empty? It was empty? No, dude. This was a bust. I mean, I didn't expect too much, but I thought we might at least get like a little bit lucky. Get like a few dinos left behind, or some flak, some C4, something like that. No. Maybe they're just using this to farm. They have a doet in here. Is this like a good spot to farm stone? I don't know. Something like that. Alright, well, we tried. First raid back on ASA was kind of a bust, but, you know, happens to the best of us sometimes. Alright, boys, we're looking all around the Scorched Earth server, and I fear that what ARK kind of was before it wiped on ARK Survival Evolved, there's like one big tribe on on each server, and I think this is kind of the case on this Scorched Earth server. I scouted all around, didn't really find a whole lot. We found this base, but obviously it is totally raided. So maybe we'll have to go over to some other servers. I don't know. I've been over to Aberration. Pretty hard to scout there with a Pyromane, and then decided to come over here to Scorched. Not really much here either. Maybe we'll try just like the island or something and see if we can find something to raid here. Okay, boys. Well, we are back on Ab. I decided I gotta find an aberration. So we just spawned over at Portal. Guaranteed not to die to turrets there. But yeah, I really am having a hard time finding things, especially on this Pyromane. If I had like a nice Bloodstalker, dude, I'd be swinging all around, scouting everything, but we don't really have Bloodstalkers yet in the game, unfortunately. So yeah, we're on foot basically for now, and I really don't think there's much on this server. We're gonna have to go to the next server again. Maybe this time I really will go to the island. Alright, boys. I spawned over here on the island. I immediately saw a guy right here, and he just flew away from this teleporter. You can see by the timer, he was here like a minute ago. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to C4 trap this this little teleporter. Hopefully he either comes back here to teleport back home or teleports to here and we can get ourselves a little kit. Alright, I've been waiting like 10 minutes, nobody here. So we're gonna have to speed things up. I'm probably gonna kill this Rhino and hopefully he will TP in to see what's going on. We can C4 him and get ourselves a free kit. It's almost too obvious though, like this sort of thing happened on ARK Survival Evolved all the time. People knew better. Like, if something gets killed, you're not going to teleport right into somewhere, especially if there's no turrets. But we're going to try. Right, finally. Rhino dead. Oh, gosh, dude. I got him. Okay, I got him. This scared me. I was waiting there for like a couple minutes and he finally TP'd in. It scared me. Come on. Okay, this is the Rhino body. Oh, dude, we got a Therizino. That's something at least. So we got a full set of flak and a Therizino just for a couple C4. It's not too bad. Something, dude. I've been scouting around forever looking for. I can't really PvP people much on this little Pteranodon, but at least we got a little bit of loot there. Free Therizino. I'm not sure we even have any of those at our base, so that come up is actually pretty nice. Alrighty, boys, that's going to wrap up the video. Like I mentioned, we're going to finish up a couple old small tribe videos I have before we get into this new season that I played recently. Hope you guys are excited for more ARK videos. Let me know if you are in the comments and how you're still enjoying ARK. If you are, we'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, peace, my dudes.